Hello, and welcome back to the Spooky Horror Show podcast. As always, I'm your host, Sean, and I'm joined by Anthony.
Hello.
Today, we'll be talking about the 2025 horror comedy Screamboat. But before all that, remember, if you'd like to support us, if you're watching on YouTube, like, subscribe, leave a comment. All of that helps us with engagement in the algorithm. The video version of the podcast is also available on Spotify, where you can follow us, rate us, leave a comment as well. The audio version is also available everywhere else, so you can listen on the platform of your choosing. Links for everything are in the description below. With housekeeping out of the way, Anthony, what have you been up to?
I've been doing a lot, as well as doing a lot of hours at this job now. Like it's actually like a real 9 to 5. So like I'm doing 40 to 50 hours a week, like a normal human being now, and feels good to work like a normal person. And outside that, now that I have a schedule and because I have ADHD, it's a controlled chaos. I can't have it not be structured. It fucks my whole life. Like it rearranged our lives not having it. So now that I have it, I'm able to we have stuff done during the week. So we have the weekends now freer. I've been able to I'm slowly doing my Gundam while I'm being able to play some new games. I'm playing this little game with a little mouse. I'm a little mouse character. Love it. So I've been able to still enjoy it while doing the grind, and it's slowly getting better. I feel better. Like I feel good.
Christmas just passed. So
yeah,
I had Christmas,
and New Year's.
The kiddo's birthday, turned 14.
Yeah,
and
he's a fucking teenager, dude.
What was it? I was driving yesterday. Yeah, and it hit me out of nowhere yesterday.
Dude, I'm feeling it more.
I was
now that I'm hitting
driving
the big 4-0.
I was driving to go pick up bagels from Nervous Charlie's in Cedar Park, and I was by myself. So when I'm by myself, I just blast my music, and you know, Baby No Money, perfectly fine. I have some Ozzy in there. Tears for Fears, I had that. I had the soundtrack to Weird Science.
Oh, that's a good soundtrack too, actually.
But then the song by Keen, I think it's Everybody's Changing.
Hold on. I'm making everything's changing. Somebody's changing. Okay, so I gotta turn off Necro. I'm listening to Necro. And
while I'm driving and I'm hearing the song, all of a sudden I start playing in my head that like
you're old.
Like soon my kid's gonna be like out of my house and living his own life.
You're closer than I am. You're almost at the light at the end of that tunnel.
And it's like, especially since the wife's like cancer.
And you guys got through this, and now look at it. It's like time had been going. Out
of nowhere, I just started bawling as I'm driving.
I understand. Yeah.
And I was like, holy shit. I was like, nope, I gotta change this.
Did you hear in the background in your head when all of this is happening in the background in your head, did you hear Time of Your Life playing too acoustically? Like I've had that moment
sometimes,
too, dude.
Yeah, it was like, oh fuck. It's one of those things. It's like I said to you, it's like when you really think about it, your kids spend more time without you than they do with you.
Yes.
So you have to try to spend as much time as possible.
Yeah.
It's
terrible.
That like suddenly came because it was like a couple of days after his birthday.
A rush.
And it just like it hit me like a fucking hammer, and I was like, holy like fucking shit.
Sack of bricks.
It's like I understand now why people have more kids, because you always have that kid to take care of, but it's like no. I didn't know. Especially not now.
I've learned plenty about myself knowing that I have one. I've made a proper decision for the world.
So it's like, besides that like fucking emotional breakdown while trying to pick up New York bagels, it's like everything's been kind of good.
Everything's kind of okay, yeah. I'm good. I'm using my bagel to clean up my tears for the salt, but it's all right. Dude, it's the millennial fucking bug. That's what we have. They say it happens to every single one of us because of the shit that we've gone through. They've said studies. We've gone through a lot of shit in our fucking time period, our generation.
Yeah, I don't know. But that's about it. Let's get into some production facts. Screamboat was directed by Stephen Lamorte, or Lamort. I don't really know how he pronounces his name. And it was written by Stephen and Matthew Garcia Dunn. Stephen told the New York Post that, quote, "I'm from Staten Island, and I've always wanted to make a horror movie on the Staten Island Ferry. You know, a slasher or murder mystery," which I get it. We've spent enough time on the ferry that would be.
You know how many nights that I was asleep at like 2 or 3 in the morning that would I totally crossed my mind. The Staten Island Ferry is a typical New York spot where you're like, God, I could probably be murdered around here and no one would know.
The film has a pretty large cast. It stars David Howard Thornton as Screamboat Willie, Allison Piddle as Selena, our heroine, Amy Schumacher, I believe. I believe she is, I think, EMT Amber. Jesse Posey and his older brother, Teen Wolf star Tyler Posey. Jesse Cove, Jareth Conroy. Kaylee Hyman as...
Cut that out, please. I didn't mean to chuckle like that. That was so fucking childish.
Hyman.
Don't cut that out. Just cut that out. That's like laughing at titties or boobies. Just please. That was fucking terrible.
Fucking hilarious.
It was a knee-jerk reaction. You said Hyman. No, take that out.
And Kaylee Hyman as Cindy, or Cinderella. This was shot on location on the decommissioned Staten Island Ferry purchased in 2022 by Colin Jost and Pete Davison. Extra locations used for filming were the New York Harbor for some background shots and the Staten Island Ferry's Whitehall Terminal for establishing shots. Another Staten Island native, Michael Levy, a producer on Screamboat, and one of the actors, he was the one that screamed, "The captain's dead," and then all the passengers like freaked out. That's Michael Levy. He's one of the producers on Screamboat. He was also a co-producer on Terrifier 2. I don't know if he was a co-producer on Terrifier 3. I believe he was also one of the pest control guys in Terrifier 1.
Oh, the dude. Oh, okay.
He wasn't the guy that let her in.
The main guy. No, yeah, he wasn't the main guy. It was like the guy you just see a little clip of.
Yeah, he was the other guy that came later. Yeah.
Okay.
He did an interview with SI Live and said that Islanders should watch out for Easter eggs specific to the ferry and hometown names that only locals will pick up on. One of these little Easter eggs was Staten Island Ferry's Liberty Cafe. So there's that. Levy went on to say, being from Staten Island, we really wanted to showcase how the real commute on the Staten Island Ferry is. You know, the one we took when we were younger, going to and from the city. Some of the slang, the mannerisms, the people that were there are based on real people that we've seen on the ferry during our commutes over the years. And I will say, like, Anthony and I watched the movie today before we recorded.
Literally.
And yes, every single person you see on that ferry are people, if you were to take the ferry today, are people you will see on the ferry.
Yeah.
Like, without a doubt. Maybe not half naked cowboy, because I don't think naked cowboy was ever on the ferry. He was always in like Times Square.
He was in Manhattan. Yeah, he was always in Manhattan.
Like, he was never on the ferry, but he's
had
like
that little TV show.
Yeah, he's like an iconic type character, so they made, you know, someone kind of like him and put him there. But yeah, the rest of the people, like the people drunk hooking up on the ferry all the goddamn time.
Naked,
the drunk party girls.
Girl. Oh my God, I hated it
all
so
of it.
fucking
People
much.
just sleeping.
I was one. I used to fall asleep all the time, and then see when we were growing up, before post 9/11, we could take the ferry, and if you didn't pay attention or like if you were just playing, you could just keep going back and forth. They didn't kick you off. But eventually, like, you weren't allowed to do that anymore. So, like, you'd go to sleep and you could be stuck going back and forth if no one woke you up back when we were kids.
Yep. It was kind of the same thing with
buses. Remember when the buses, if you fell asleep on the 74, you get to the end of the line, if they didn't say nothing, the next guy came in, because they figured you were homeless or something.
The buses and buses and the trains.
Yeah.
Because I used to fall asleep going to school on the Staten Island train.
And if you did, you missed your stop and you would be late for school. Yeah, you'd have to go around on the other side.
It would take me to South Ferry, and I'd be sound asleep. They wouldn't wake me up, and then the train would go all the way back down to
Tottenville. Go the other way.
To Tottenville, and then it would go there and then shoot me right back up all the time. But yeah, after 9/11, that shit stopped. It's sad. I haven't been back to Staten Island in
years, dude. Years. I gotta say years.
I'm trying to think how many years my mom has been dead, because that's the last time I was there was for her funeral. At least
wasn't it when my parents were still
7
alive?
years? And you can drop me anywhere on Staten Island, and I will be able to find my way.
Oh yeah,
anywhere.
100%.
Like
100%. Wait, see, it was so weird. She's like, you know, it's odd because when we were in Staten Island, you knew everybody knew who you fucking were. You drove anywhere without having to look it up and all that. Well, that one being an EMT helped, but she's like, all that. When we moved to Texas, she hated it. She hated when I drove because I couldn't. But she drove everywhere. She knew how to get to everything. She knew where everything was. I was like, what the fuck?
I know where things are in Texas, but if you give me street names, I don't know what the fuck you're talking about.
Yeah,
because
all fucking sites.
Because every fucking street has 6 different fucking names.
Yeah, the old style name, the name you grew up with. Yeah, it's like fucking a million of them.
Highland Boulevard is Highland Boulevard. Forest Avenue is Forest Avenue. Like it's Richmond Avenue is Richmond Avenue. There's nothing changing. Like here you have there's FM 79 and all these other fucking don't forget fucking Main Street, but Main Street's also I-79 and it's also this. It's like what the fuck? You just give it one fucking name. Just one fucking name.
Here. I'm on Google. Google Maps or whatever, and I guess something wasn't updated. No, it was on DoorDash, and it doesn't tell you this is the old exit, but the sign said it. But it kept telling me this other name. Like I don't have a fucking clue what name you're. Oh look, there's a little thing that says used to be this name. What the fuck?
It's like if I want to get to Empire Szechuan, on Forest Avenue, you can drop me off anywhere. You could drop me off at the ferry and I can walk to it. I will find my way there and I will get there quick. Like it's you know, I don't really have I don't have a production budget for this. I couldn't find anything that said how much was spent
weird for
on
such
it.
It's a newer film.
But worldwide box office gross for the film was $393,011.
That actually sounds pretty good, you know?
Anthony, what is your spoiler-free review of 2025 Screamboat?
Oh, honestly, like I feel it's comical, but I feel like it's comical because I'm weird and been watching shit like this forever. But it's a little more of a funnier side. It has to be because we're from Staten Island. But if you're from where we're from, a lot of this was funny. Just the way people talk, we're like chuckling with it and stuff, the mannerisms. So like they definitely got, you know, the sense of it with bringing in it's fucking Steamboat Willie. Granted, it's not the one that we grew up with, but it's Steamboat Willie doing fucking things that you would never think he would do, you know?
I really like this movie. I saw this in theaters when it came out.
It's cute.
Yeah, it's
not cute, but it's like cute for like a horror film.
Yeah, it's because it's like, what do you? I saw like critics like shit all over this film, and I think the audience score is like 79% because apparently the audience understands what the film is supposed to be. Like, what are you expecting from a movie that has Steamboat Willie as the killer?
It's just
a
like
mouse, an anthropomorphic
Winnie the Pooh, that blood and
mouse-sized
thing.
We
knew that was never going to be good.
But it's like with that, like I still haven't seen it. I've seen like bits and pieces. I don't understand if it's like if they're like mutant things that kind of have the faces.
It looks like radioactive,
or if they're like, are they hillbillies that are wearing masks? I don't understand what that is. But this is legitimately like I think Steamboat Willie is supposed to be. I'm trying to get in frame. I think he's supposed to be like this big in frame, like the viewers can see. Right?
It's supposed to be like a giant rat.
And he stands like a human and wears pants and stuff. Like, are you expecting it to be like The Exorcist? Like this serious horror film? It's more like The Toxic Avenger. It's supposed to be fun and campy and shit. Like, that's the point of it. It's the thing I always say. Not everything has to be Shawshank Redemption. Things can just be fun. It's a fun, gory horror movie. You should see this movie. It's fun.
It's fun. It's really, it is. It's fun.
The acting is good. Everything is like played for laughs. There's some good gory scenes, like with the captain. And
that is actually pretty good.
That's
pretty good.
We don't want to go. We don't want to go into much, but like that whole scene is really good. The cop trying to like cheer everyone on. And be like, no, we could do this, blah, and everything. And it's like, you're just sitting there and you're like, oh, fuck. Right after a dude says, oh, this is definitely has to be terrorists. And he says it while looking right at like the Indian guy.
Because that's very true to form on the fucking ferry, though.
It's this big, fat white guy says it right to a brown guy. I'll say it. It's probably terrorists. All right. Oh, everyone's gonna be mad at me for telling the truth. It's like,
I'm just
come
saying
on.
what you don't want to say.
Yeah, it's like it's
no. That's not how that works. What it is I'm not a horrible human being, and I'm not gonna say it because I'm not gonna say it. You don't put this on me for your racism. Don't pass that buck on me.
Don't you put this on me, Ricky Bobby.
Don't you put this on me, Ricky Bobby.
But no, the movie's fun. The effects are good. Could the green screen integration?
I don't think it was that bad. We have seen worse.
Some of it was really bad. Some of it wasn't. Some of it was really good.
We have just seen some complete poopers that I just can't. I can't, I honestly couldn't even recognize it that much from the shit that we've seen.
We've honestly seen some films that look like they did all their green screen effects in like iMovie.
It's fucking terrible.
It's bad. Fucking using Window Movie Maker to fucking do it. It's bad. But this, it was just a couple of scenes, because even the scenes where Steamboat Willie is like standing and he has a shadow. His shadow is with him and it's moving. So it's like they took the time to but that's not always the case. A lot of times they don't even bother doing that. Half the times they won't even give them give characters a fucking shadow when they're doing it.
Gotta see that money.
Like with it, they took the time. It's just money. Yeah, it's just sometimes it wasn't placed right. It was kind of sometimes it looked as if the background was shot at 24 FPS. The stuff with Willie was shot at like 60 FPS, and then they just like kind of put it on top.
I get you.
So it
looked, I could see
it looked off just a little bit. Like he was way too sharp for the shit in the background.
Almost like he was.
But it was
like
only
the
a couple
background
of scenes.
had that blur to it. Like that filter blur. Like they were trying to focus it to make it seem like he was bigger, but they didn't do that.
But it was only a couple of scenes. It wasn't like the entire time you see him. It was just a few times. But it's like, this is absolutely go see this movie. This is a super fun movie to go see. I would even say like it would be okay to like let a kid watch it, but I mean there is a lot of blood.
That's what I mean. It depends on the kid. Like our kids are kind of like scarred already.
Our kids like grew up on horror. My kid's been watching like Friday the 13th since he was a baby.
You know what I mean? Like it's not really the same.
So like this is a horror household.
Mine can be in the I was just saying mine can be in the room. It really won't matter to him. It's just just gratuitous stuff. I'll just be like, you might
and then just the nudity. There's like the one scene of nudity.
He doesn't do it. Yeah. Well, he won't do it. He'll leave the room and come back. Like he doesn't like it.
So it's like, but it's like besides that, it's like young teens. I don't even remember what this was rated at.
I don't think it had a rating. Hold on, I can look.
It was a fun movie. I would say this is a definite like go see this movie. And especially since now it's out on like digital and
if it's
everything.
Free, if it's free, there's zero reason why you shouldn't watch it. And especially if you like Terrifier films. If you like
David Howard Thornton.
If you like him, it's him. Yeah, it's him. He's fucking the character. Like he does a fucking great job.
He was so good.
A man of little words, but yet so much impact.
I'll get into a little bit later why I like the character of Selena, but also dislike the character of Selena. When we get into plot and then spoiler,
not rated. Yeah, like I told you, it's not rated. It never had one.
Oh, that's weird that they would put it in theaters not rated. But it was a limited release, I guess. So
I was gonna say it wasn't every emotion like a global thing, and then on top of that, they put no non-rated movies in there. Not often.
Yeah, I guess. Yeah.
We just don't go to theaters no more.
Well, it's like the end of this month. Part of the kid's birthday present is we're going to see Markiplier's horror movie based on the horror video game Iron Lung. Oh. That's in limited release in theaters. He's been working on it for fucking years.
Oh, nice.
But I think it has like I think it has like a Guinness World Record for like most amount of blood used on a film set, like fake blood used on a But this is the Screamboat is definitely a hey, go watch it. Aboard an old Staten Island ferry named Mortimer, which I think was possibly
well before my time.
I think Mortimer was supposed to be the name of the movie or name of one of the characters in the Steamboat Willie movie. Maintenance workers Neil and Dominique inadvertently release a mutant mouse, Steamboat Willie, from a sealed chamber below deck. They do this when Neil tries to steal what I think is a historic placard from the boat.
It's always some gritty motherfucker that releases someone that's gonna fucking some evil hell.
Well, it's like he rips it off, steam shoots up, and then he's like, never let him hold you down. And then like he picks it up because he thinks like this placard that basically says like SS Mortimer or something like that, because it's from the time when the ferry was steam powered, that like he's like,
Okay.
that placard is worth $50,000. It's like
Highly unlikely.
And bro, you are just picking numbers out of out of thin air, buddy.
Highly fucking unlikely.
Like absolutely
Dude,
not.
no.
The sentient humanoid rodent kills Neil before attacking Dominique,
Sentient human movement.
and she ends up getting knocked into the hole
Or
the
capturing
cubby
spot,
thing.
or
Yeah, because
they
I'm
killed
pretty sure she slips on whatever chunk of flesh Willie ripped off of.
it was the nose portion. It was this portion when you watch the movie. It's this portion of his mouth, and she slipped on the nose portion. It's fucking
Yeah,
gross.
and then fell
But
into
cool in the same way.
into Willie's house, his little bunk. We then cut to
Willie's
some shots of New York City before we catch Selena, a bartender, racing to the ferry to escape a group of obnoxious socialites drunkenly celebrating a birthday. We have grown
That
up
was
with so
that was
many
what we-
girls like Cindy and her friends. So many.
Wednesday nights on the ferry, because I mean these were, I guess, paydays for some of the teenage kids, but like Wednesdays and Friday nights, and maybe Saturday nights, you would have this is what you'd get from about 9 until like 3 in the morning.
Yep, either at the bars.
The later, the
Or
more
late night on the
bodily
ferry.
fluids that's not yours is going to be on you.
Yep, it's so much vomit.
So fucking gross. It's wet. Why is everything wet?
But seeing them was instantly nostalgic.
Oh yeah.
It immediately
100%.
brought me back to late nights sitting on the ferry trying to fall asleep on the way back from a bar.
Gross fucking pretzel. So
yeah,
fucking hard.
You just want the pretzel though, because you know,
Because you were drunk.
If you eat the pretzel and you sit outside and let the cold air hit you, it'll make you more sober.
No,
It's
it
never
didn't.
never the case.
Your ass
but it's
was
what you
asleep before
thought.
you were sober. Nasty fucking pretzel.
Selena ends up having a bit of a meet cute with Pete, a ferry employee who helps her get away from the girls. He tells Selena to head down to the bottom deck, and when the drunks show up, he tells them that Selena went to the best spot on the boat, the top deck. But Pete is right. The best spot is the bottom level of the ferry. Tourists will always go to the top level, blocking doors, causing jams everywhere. The best spot, if you just want to relax and be left alone, is the bottom level.
Corners. If you can get one that has like the corner where no one can sit next to you, perfect.
My favorite, because it wasn't on every ferry, but there were some of the ferries where
there was like 2 of the exact same, and there was one that you're like, I don't want to get on that one. I want to get on the other ones.
there's on the bottom level outside, there was seating.
Yes, there was an open,
but it was just like, the one.
But it was kind of indoor too, dude. I love those ones to go into sleep. Those
and I would just lay there. The you know, there's no windows because you're outside, so it's just like during the winter, just like sit there, you holding a cup of coffee and just like falling asleep. It was the best.
The fucking cocoa in the little blue and white cup with the fucking Greek Roman fucking letters on it.
Oh yeah,
dude, those are fucking days, bro.
I can't find those cups here, but I did find a ceramic version that's the same
that was
size
awesome.
of the coffee cup. I got 2 of them
right there.
But no, Pete is 100% right. The best spot, put it this way, the only time I would ever go to the top level, it was 2 times when I brought my kid to New York. And he wanted to be on the top level and see all the stuff. That's
the IDD will
that's
not
the
let
only
me do
time
that.
people start boarding, and this just fills me with the member berries. I have literally spent so much time of my life riding the ferry to get to the city. Jobs. I think since the age of like 11, I've been taking the ferry by myself, and almost every weekend before I started working. I would, like, Friday night, I would take the ferry over to Manhattan, and then I would take the 1 train at the South Ferry Terminal and take that all the way to the last stop in Riverdale, Bronx, every weekend, because that's where my best friend lived. Then during high school, I would walk up to the Bowling Green station and take either the 4 or the 5 train up to 59th Street, and then walk over to 57th and 2nd to go to school at the Manhattan High School of Art and Design.
And by Kings County, the Chickles and Chicken and Waffles by Kings County, like,
yeah.
it's like, I think it's like 3 blocks up. Oh
Yep.
my God, it was so fucking good.
Everyone here is a pretty normal thing to see, except for this woman and her kid. Because keep in mind,
that one.
this is
She was like the borough
4:30
president or some shit.
Yeah,
In the
she's the
fucking
borough
morning, dude.
president's like kid, wife, and that's his kid. This is 4:30 in the morning, and they
Why
are coming
isn't she
from
driving?
Manhattan, and she's holding a yoga mat.
Yeah, like she's about ready to go
And
do
they're
something. Like,
yeah, or she was just coming from doing something. But again, it's 4:30 in the morning. This is like the one part we have a mutant fucking humanoid rat thing running around. That makes more sense than
her
this,
being on it.
than
Like,
this chick and her kid being there at 4:30 in the morning. And especially,
Yeah.
it's the Staten Island borough president's family.
Yeah,
on
they
the
would
Staten
definitely
Island
be
ferry
driven somewhere.
at 4:30
Yeah, they
in the
would be
morning. That
driven somewhere.
does not make sense at all whatsoever. Especially because at the end, when you meet the borough president, after all this shit's happening, he's in like suit and tie and everything. This bitch is just on a ferry holding a yoga mat at 4:30. Like, what is like, this doesn't make any sense. Like, this, I don't know what they were trying to do, but it just didn't make sense. Tyler Posey tells the captain that there's going to be a 2-hour delay because of fog, and this is the realest crash out about working mandatory overtime while also
In
having
New
to
York.
take a shit
It was
I have
totally
ever
relatable.
heard.
I just did one the other day.
When we were watching this and he started fucking he's like, no, absolutely not. I'm getting my union involved. I have to take a shit, but I can't shit. Nothing's coming out. I'm calling my union rep and everything.
Hell yeah, man.
You were like, yep. It's
100%.
like, yeah.
Dude, the other day I was like, dude,
Yeah.
cause like it's their vehicle, so I'm tracked. I said it. I had to message the guy. I'm like, bro, listen, my car's off for a reason. I gotta take a shit. I can't hold this no more. Like, I gotta stop. Sometimes that just be happening. You gotta be fucking truthful.
Selena and Pete later reunite on the ferry because he told her he'd basically see her on the lower level, where we find out Selena moved to New York City from, what was it, Minnesota, Wisconsin, something like that?
No, Minnesota. It was Minnesota.
She moved to New York City with dreams of becoming a fashion designer. The only problem I have with Selena's whole backstory is that she
Zero
moved
like
here with no idea of what she was doing. And I know certain people
thought it was gonna happen.
do this, but like, we shouldn't be glorifying this. Why would you move to one of the most expensive cities on the planet to try to get
that's
into
why they
an industry
don't
that is a
succeed.
1 in a million long shot?
It is. It's very hard.
She's talking about
Same
how
thing for people
miserable
who
she
live-
is.
Yeah,
But
same thing
it's
with
like, of
people
course
who
you're
live in
miserable.
Los Angeles.
You're broke.
Yes, because you came here with nothing. You came here with nothing. You think you're gonna do this rags to riches. It's not everyone makes that.
Yeah, you're working as a bartender with no forward movement towards becoming a designer. Yeah, you're drawing in a book and like, oh, I made boots. You could fucking do that anywhere. You didn't need to move to New York City to do that. You moved
Yeah.
here, but you're not in school to be a designer. You don't have an internship with a designer. You just came here thinking you're just gonna show someone your designs and like suddenly you're gonna be like picked up off the streets and become a world famous.
Yeah,
Like, that's not how that works.
People, and there's a lot of people that think that.
The only people that works for are the filthy,
Really sexy people.
well, yeah, but filthy rich people that are living off mommy and daddy's money.
Really sexy.
When you don't have to worry about
Yeah.
where your next paycheck's coming from, if you're going to be able to like pay your rent and stuff. If mommy and daddy are paying your rent and you have
Or
like
they
a
even have a
nice,
savings account, you know,
Yeah.
like a lot of us didn't have parents with savings account.
yeah, like it just, you don't need to move to New York City to do these things. It's New York City and LA. Like, you don't need to live there to work in, to like be a
Towards
fashion
your career
designer,
of it.
work in
Yeah.
film, work in music, be a streamer. You don't need to, these are all things that you can do literally from anywhere. Unless you have a job that requires you to be in one of those cities, there's no fucking reason for you to be there. You can make a movie anywhere. You can make music anywhere. You can design clothes and make clothes anywhere. There's no reason for you to be there.
Do these things
like
mobily now, yeah.
Yeah, it's just it just
look at all these people with TikTok
it annoyed
and
me.
shit. They become like famous and stuff, and they're not in fucking New York. They're in a fucking room with a ring light and a fucking phone camera, and they're making hits. Like, you gotta relax. You don't need to do all this shit. It costs a lot of money. It's only getting more and more. And I live upstate. We're talking about people going to the city. Okay, this shit, it's a hard place to live. If you're coming here, you gotta know how to live.
She moved from middle America, whatever, like the farmlands, and she's living on Staten Island, which you would think, oh, that's a suburb. That's still super fucking expensive.
When my parents told me when we moved to California and then we were moving back, they said Staten Island. I said, island of what? Like with water? They're like, yeah, an island. I'm like, are you fucking serious? Like, like I didn't say that. I was really young. I was like you're serious? Like on an island? Like a boat gets to us? They're like, no, like this like not that kind of an island. You know, like if you've never been to Staten Island, you don't understand the whole island factor. Like, wait, there's islands in America? Yeah, I was thrown off by that completely. 15 miles by 4 miles?
Yeah, about. It's not big.
Like that. It's small. It's small. That's why all of us know each other.
Yeah, it's just so it's like on top of like moving to New York with nothing but hopes and a dream, she's also living on Staten Island, which means it ends up costing so much more for fucking commuting. You could have gotten multiple roommates and lived in like Brooklyn, and it would have been cheaper than living on Staten Island. Like, you think because it's like a suburb and it's not really the city that it would be less expensive, except what are the bridge prices up to now? Like $15-$20?
No, it's like 2022.
Yeah.
Like, yeah. It's a lot. It's actually
ridiculous.
And now they have the congestion pricing.
That's to leave. That's to get the fuck off the island.
That's to leave.
It costs you money.
By the way, we don't in New York. We don't hold. That's just how gangster and mafioso we are. We don't hold you hostage when you come in. No, you're not allowed to leave. You can come in. You want to leave all you want. You best come in and leave and just keep going through the state, because you can do that for free, but you ain't gonna fucking leave. You're not leaving for fucking free. It's hilarious, actually, if you think about that.
It's just, I don't know.
It's a lot of money.
It's weird. I feel like if they at least had her in like fashion school and stuff, I could get a little bit more behind that. Like, she's a little upset that we're doing that, but this is like
working on it already.
She's just a bartender trying to be in fashion, but like you can do that from your house. It's like, it's just, I don't know. It's just something that, like, out of everything else about this movie, and again, we're talking about like maybe a 2-foot tall mouse running around on 2 feet. Killing people with like superhuman strength and everything. I don't have a problem with that.
That's what I said about like one of the dudes. I was like, you can't overpower this. When I would do overtime and it was like 3-4 in the morning in fucking Brooklyn, the rats were that fucking big. Like, we're not joking. Like, they would just come out. They didn't give a fuck about human beings. They would fucking tell you, move, motherfucker, move, and then keep going, like in a deep voice, like Terry fucking Crews.
I just find it funny that like when I'm sitting there and I'm just like, it's really taking me out that like she didn't think about this like before she moved here. Why is this the thing that's taking me out? her poor life decisions when it comes to fucking moving. Like, that's the thing that I'm just like, nah, I don't like this. But down on the lower level, that is pretty empty. 1, because it's 4:30 in the morning, but 2, because it's the lower level of the ferry. A dude dressed as the Statue of Liberty is trying to do a bump of coke and is instead murdered by Steamboat Willie. Selena at some point tosses her sketchbook after her and Pete end up talking. He talks about like they had talked about like her boots and stuff, and she's like, oh, I designed them and stuff, and he's like, yeah, you really shouldn't wear those on the ferry because I mop the ferry and it's gross. Yeah, no, it can be gross, especially that late at night with the amount of vomit. You really don't want to be wearing the nicest stuff.
Don't forget the pee.
Oh yeah, and the pee. Yeah, there's the pee. The people peeing in the stairwells.
And no, I'm not talking about men. I am not talking about
the women too.
Do not think and blame just us, because let me tell you, there's many of
the girls,
many of Pop SWAT. They are disgusting.
The girls in Cindy's group would 100% pee on the stairs.
100%. They would literally not even take underwear off. They would just squat, hold on to the fucking pew or with the bench and shit, and just pee right in the fucking open. No bathroom. It sucked.
Yeah. Stay classy. Selena heads to the bathroom and she sees a out of order sign on the women's restroom, so she heads over to the men's room where she's startled by a grown man's shart. She then responds to what Anthony lovingly named munching sounds, and she's again startled, but this time by Amber the MT. You were just like, oh, this munching sound, oh, it's gross munching.
It does, dude. It sounded terrible in a bathroom. You should never hear that sound coming from a bathroom.
But what if you really want to eat your sandwich
out of your ass? What? I'm not going there to eat your sandwich. Fucking no. The poop
just want to be left alone.
They're everywhere.
Especially in those bathrooms.
Oh my god. Poo particles.
The princesses do eventually manage to Amber gives Selena her book back. And it's covered. It's covered in juices.
It's wet. There's droplets, and
it's been claimed by the ferry. We don't want it anymore.
CSI,
we're good.
Victims, we know everything's That's why when your clothing hit the floor, you just sacrificed it to the fairy god.
It's gone.
You sacrificed it to the fairy god.
If it touches the floor, it's gone.
You take the punishment for losing your clothes, or you risk being sick. Like, there's no other way.
It's like, oh, but it's like 15 degrees outside. Yes, but your jacket was on the floor.
Oh, okay.
Buy a new jacket. Leave it. It doesn't matter. Amber leaves. Selena throws the book back in the trash because it's all wet and shit now. And when she gets out, at some point after the princesses took shots out of cups because they brought a flask. Princesses, I didn't mention it before. The princesses that we have are birthday girl Cindy, who is Cinderella. Then we have Jasmine from Aladdin, Belle from Beauty and the Beast, Ariel from The Little Mermaid, and Aurora, Sleeping Beauty. They managed to corner Selena somehow, even though she's been like bobbing and weaving and like juking and jiving
away from everybody.
But they corner her, they grab her, and they want to take a bunch of pictures, so they all start handing their phones to some other crew member to take photos and stuff. But after like 3 shots, she's like, I'm done, and tries to she worms herself away.
She dips.
While alone, Selena witnesses Willie, who ends up exhibiting like romantic attraction to her, which is weird.
Yeah, some weird
murdering a police officer.
Shit.
I don't remember what the cop said when he walked outside. Didn't he say something like, that's a weird sound?
Honestly, right? He probably did.
Because I remember he said something and you were just like, that's your response? I was just like, I guess.
I think I made a comment about this, like the writing of the dialogue for that. Like, that's what they chose for that line.
Willie kills the cop. He breaks. I know you made fun of the hand because he's like, it looked like grab my strong hand.
Oh, grab my strong hand, darling. Yeah, it did. It looked the proportional side. It looked like little Trump hands. It was like, what the fuck?
I like the little Trump hands. But Selena doesn't see him kill the cop. She sees him holding the cop overboard by the legs.
Oh yeah, by the legs. Which still, it's this little mouse and then a current.
Well, remember, because the mouse is a mutant. It's super strength.
Come on. What is it, Mighty Mouse?
Oh God. When that hits public domain, if it hasn't already, that'll probably be another horror movie that gets made.
Oh, that would be that would be amazing. Okay, stay on focus. That would be amazing to have Mighty Mouse.
Yeah. Selena screams and then runs to alert Pete, Amber, cop, Lieutenant Diaz, and first mate Tommy. No one believes her wild claim about a homicidal mouse wearing a hat and tiny trousers. Because who fucking would? That sounds crazy. What are you talking about? Like, no, that is weird.
Like,
While they're dealing with that, Steamboat goes up to the captain's thing, and this is where the captain is looking through like photos, like old-timey photos.
Yeah, and I was like, where the fuck did these old-timey photos come from?
He spots one of them, and I think like he's kind of sort of noticing Willie in one of the photos.
Yeah.
But before he has a chance to, Willie garrots him with, I don't even know what, because it definitely wasn't piano wire, because there's no fucking pianos there.
Dude,
but
it looked like it was like cheese grater type, like, you know, like the cheese slicer,
and basically saws through his fucking neck, and the blood is spraying fucking everywhere. Oh my God, it was such a cool fucking kill.
It was a good scene. It was wet or moist, as some people want to call it. No, I'm joking with you. That's not it at all.
What was he whistling? He was whistling the Pop Goes the Weasel,
God.
right?
Yeah. Pop goes the weasel for his head to pop. That's what I was like. That's why I was waiting. I'm like, oh, come on, it's gonna pop. Just pop right off.
After decapitating him, or at least like halfway decapitating him, he uses the captain's body as a step stool to send the boat off course
into the fog
while doing the Steamboat Willie dance from the old cartoon,
because it's public domain at this point.
After killing him, Steamboat sets all that up. He leaves. Now the deckhand and the cop are heading up to the crow's nest. I don't even know what the fucking things would be called in a boat.
Oh, it would be or captain's deck.
Yeah, captain's deck.
Because a crow's nest would be at the top of like a fucking the I don't know. It up at the top of the fucking.
Well, I think Tommy gets there first. Tommy gets there first, and he's like, "Oh shit!" And then the cop shows up, and he's like,
That's pretty realistic.
"Oh shit!"
Yeah.
And then Pete shows up, and he's like, "What's going on?" Oh shit!
Oh shit! Like like that is. We weren't very versed in our fucking vocabulary out there.
What else do you say when you walk into a room that's just covered in blood?
Yeah, like
it's covered in blood. Your boss's head is like laying in one spot, his body's in another. All the equipment's broken. Tommy puts himself in charge and appoints Pete as his new first mate. Recognizing the danger that they're in, Tommy directs Pete and Diaz to escort the passengers to the lower level for their safety. Amber at this time, I don't remember. Oh, yes. So this is where, was it Jazzy and Ariana?
Well, when they were doing the kill with them, doing the stupid fucking faces.
The TikTok dances.
Yeah, the anime.
I just don't remember if
anime faces.
Yeah, the anime faces, but I don't remember if it was. I know it was definitely Jazzy because it was Jasmine.
It was Jasmine, and
it was Belle, but I don't remember if Ariana is the Little Mermaid or if Ariana is.
That's Ariel.
Is Belle. I can't remember.
Maybe I don't remember.
All I know is
they got killed pretty cool with a forklift.
Blue pantsuit and fucking yellow dress are doing dances for vertical video and stuff, and then they start doing the fucking weird anime fucking porn thing. Face. Jazzy's taking photos, like selfies, and you think she spots Willie in the background of one of these, but she doesn't. She's just pissed at like the way her photos came out during all this like fucking stuff. And they go back to it. Willie starts up the forklift, raises the forks, and just drives it right through their fucking mouths in a pretty cool kill. And this is where
slide down, but they did
that would have been cool. I'm sure they probably didn't have time for that though. But it's during that kill that Amber spots Willie killing them and realizes, oh shit, Selena was telling the truth. So she runs back up to let her know.
Why would you make up that and look like a fucking psycho? Come on, man.
Well, you see, I like that it just fucking New York cops. Well, just cops in general.
Always.
When she's telling them the stuff that she saw, and he goes, "Do I smell alcohol on you?" It's
always.
Like, are we just making shit up now? You fucking piece of shit.
Yeah. They always blamed you first. They always fucking blamed you first every time I ever had an encounter.
Selena, Amber, and Peter meet up. At this point, Diaz and a couple of the other deckhands have gotten the people into a room in the lower level. So now Amber, Selena, and Pete are going to meet them, but they can't get into the room. The door's locked. They call over one of the passengers to come over, and they're like, "Hey, the door's locked. Open the door." And then instead of opening the door and trying to open the door, they just go, "Hey, we were locked in here." And then everyone is like, "Rebel, rebel, 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 rebel." And it's like, is no one going to try and open the door? Plus there's stairs to go downstairs where you could just like walk over to the other side of the boat and then come up the other side. But we're all just like standing right here because they didn't even go all the way down to the lower level. They went to like, because there were still stairs that led downstairs.
Yeah, if the main middle side, in the middle part of it's all locked down, you can go up and down freely. Well, not freely, but you can go up and down the stairs.
Yeah,
unless you lock the doors from there, so it'd just be a cavern, like a little fucking spot you're stuck in.
But this is the part where I said in the spoiler-free review about the fat white guy, while everyone was like complaining, and then producer Michael Levy goes, The captain's dead. Someone killed the captain.
He just screams out.
And the cop's just like, what the fuck? Yeah, the situation is weird. And that's when a fat white guy is just like, look, I'll say it since no one else wants to say it. It's a terrorist attack. And it says it while looking right at a brown guy. Like, with him yelling about terrorist attack, everyone starts freaking out even more. And that's when Diaz comes up and he gives this rallying speech for everyone to be New York strong, and you know, will heroically stand against the terrorist threat and blah blah blah. Fucking Willie comes up behind him and jams a sharp pole through his throat. It's like, all right.
It's good. That's exactly what they deserve.
The angry mob decides that they're not going to be scared and they're going to go after Willie, but to stop them from assaulting him, he grabs a fire hose that you rightfully pointed out that the hose seemed to shrink down to the right size for him.
That's what I said. Yeah, the proportion didn't make sense. And I'm sorry, everyone knows, but being on the fire department, a human being can't hold them 90% of the time, even if it is on the ferry. There's too much force.
But again, I'm going with he's a mutant. He was like a
Toxic Avenger type.
Yeah, so like he had if he's holding a fat ass cop by his ankles with no problem, he could probably hold a hose. But at the same time, the fact that like instead of the hose being way bigger in his hands, there's like all that. But he starts spraying everyone with the hose. After everyone is like wet, he takes the hose and he slams it into like a breaker box or something, and it causes everyone to be electrocuted. Everyone except everyone except Mateo, which is the little kid. And what is the Moses?
Yeah.
They're the only two people there that weren't electrocuted. Everyone leaves. Oh no, what's his face? Steamboat doesn't seem to leave yet, and I think just before he spots the kid, he leaves with his mother as one of the victims. I think this is where we find out that Mateo is the son of the Staten Island Borough president, and he ends up being escorted around the ferry and protected by burly man Moses, who you saw earlier in the film sitting across from them, and the mom was all like, oh, fucking rude people, blah, and then fucking walked away just because he looks like a quote scary black man.
Of course, God forbid. And that dude was the first one to step up.
Following the electrocution, Moses and Mateo regroup with Selena, Amber, and Pete on the bridge. Cindy is with them. Like, she pops up out of nowhere. She kind of like Sleeping Beauty. So like Sleeping Beauty like popped up when they were trying to get in and was like, hey, what's going on? And like they almost shit their pants. And then when everyone's being electrocuted,
the fuck out of that dude.
What did she say? Oh, is there an electric dance party happening or something like that?
Something.
And then she grabs the handle and she gets electrocuted. So Cindy, I think, ends up scaring them because she's laying down on one of the things as they're trying to like regroup, and then pops up and is like, surprise, hey, drink and stuff. But then as they're going to like regroup, she just like walks off. She just like dips out. And
doesn't
it's like,
tell anybody where she's going either.
Nope. So it's like she leaves, they go up. Selena turns around. She's like, Cindy. Nah, this bitch is gone. So they're heading up to the captain's area, the bridge. We'll call it the bridge. Did we pass the point between Selena and her group finding Cindy and then meeting up with Mateo? The chick goes to the cop being like, oh, there's something with the lights, and come to find out they know each other, and the ferry is one of the things that he does, and she meets him there, and they fuck while he's on duty, which is not cool. So while he's like, hey, but while he's like, hey, like, no, I can't, I gotta, I'm on the clock, I gotta work, blah, blah, blah. She's like, I need a breathalyzer, and then goes down on him and starts blowing him.
But that dick gets cut. Dicks get cut.
Willie is in the locker watching it and lops off his dick, kills both of them. Then the two groups meet up and Cindy's gone and they're heading up towards the bridge. Meanwhile, on the bridge, Tommy is trying to get all the electronics working again when he asks for a tool because he hears a sound. Willie hands him I think a pipe wrench, but that's not what he was asking for. And he's like, the fuck is this? And then that dude's dick falls on his mouth.
Right, like it just goes like that, and we're both like, oh, come on.
I completely forgot about
He's
that
trying
scene.
to scooch out.
It's just like
He's trying to scooch himself.
When he does finally manage to get out, Willie is standing above him and then drops a monitor on his face, crushing him like Stu Macher in Scream, and then dances a jig on his head. Also, at some point, we're back with Cindy, and she's pissed that her friends ditched her, but she thinks they're going to jump out and surprise her when she's surprised by Willie and then all the corpses of her friends. Now, one thing I don't remember, I might have like walked away to go pee or something while we were watching it. Did we see how Ariel died? We saw how Jasmine and Sleeping Beauty died. They died by forklift.
I can't remember now.
We saw how Sleeping Beauty died. She was electrocuted. I don't remember the Little Mermaid. I don't remember how she died.
I don't. It might, you know what? She might have gotten shocked. There was like a mass of people dying, remember?
Yeah, maybe. I don't know. That's the only thing. Like, I remember how like the majority of people in this film died. For the life of me, I cannot remember how she died. Cindy manages to get away and lock Willie away from her. She thinks she's safe until Willie stabs either a poker or it's a harpoon, I think. But I don't know why the ferry would have a harpoon. Not completely sure. No, but it's a sharp
probably
pokey
a catch.
thing.
No, are you talking about the one that goes into its eye?
No. The one that goes through the door into her stomach.
Those are probably catch reels too for if you go over the rail. I don't think they're gonna have a harpoon. They bring you in because when you do the line, they pull you in.
Yeah, they hook it and pull it in. Yeah. So she's dead. Or at least we think she's dead. She's probably dead. The other 5 survivors encounter Barry, a drunkard who was a ferry deckhand in the 60s. Barry explains how the ferry once had a kind-hearted captain named Walter, and Walt took pity on Willie when he found him being transported in a cage after a mad scientist abandoned their experiment on the rodent. Walt befriended Willie and set him free, but the mutant mouse became deeply disturbed and disappeared following an unknown tragedy. After they get this info, they decide that they need to go search for signal flares. Pete says that there should be some.
Which they should be like everywhere.
Yeah, they should.
The emergency kits.
There's none in the bridge, so they're gonna go down into, I guess, the engine room where there should be some. Where I don't think they should have.
Like,
I personally wouldn't put flares next to flammable shit.
But one would think that box that they're in, but the box that they're in might be like proof, like in a special proof tin box.
Yeah.
Just saying.
Pete and Selena share a kiss while searching with the group, and after Pete gives her a pair of proper boots to walk around the ferry in. They split up with Selena and Amber going one way, and Pete, Moses, and Mateo go the other way to find the signal flares. Pete and his group find Dominique and take her with them, but she's clearly crazy. Like, we can clearly see that she's crazy, but we'll ignore that for now.
Yeah. She is goddamn bad shit.
Selena and Amber find the box that the flares should be in, but are attacked by Willie. Believe he stabs Amber in the leg, knocking her down. He's trying to bite or stab her when Selena grabs a shovel and swats him away. Willie stumbles away, all like groggy after getting hit with a shovel, and the girls open the box to find that it's empty, so they head back up to the top to hopefully meet up with the rest of the group. Meanwhile, Dom unexpectedly knocks down Moses, revealing that since her initial attack, she's been doing Willie's bidding to help the mouse find another one of his kind. We'll find out a little bit later who that is. Despite doing everything he asked, Willie ends up fucking attacking the shit out of her, and then
wasn't a good enough slave.
Moses finds the flares, gives one of the flares to Pete, tells him to take Mateo out. And then, because yeah, at a certain point, Willie was down there like doing shit, and another cop was down there and just started like blind firing in the engine room.
Because that's smart too, to do in a fucking shit, you know?
Yeah. So when Moses sacrifices himself so that Pete and Mateo could get out, he shoots the flare at Dominique and Willie, and it causes a huge explosion where the ferry starts to sink.
Fucking, like, let's just kill all of us, you know?
With the ferry taken on water, Selena and Amber save Mateo from drowning, while Pete willingly stays behind to battle Willie. Sure, man.
Dude, it's a fucking... that's what I said. It's like, it's a mouse. You can't take on a fucking mouse.
But it's like, it's a 2-foot mouse. You're treading water. Hold him away until you can, like, get out.
Yeah,
like, I don't know.
I understand it's a movie, but, like... I only go so far with that, you know?
Willie starts biting the shit out of Pete, and to Selena, he dies. So...
I like that too. To Selena.
Mateo at some point found a photo, and Selena and Amber discover that Willie had a female mate, Minnie Mouse.
Minnie.
Whose disappearance turned him evil.
It's not that different than fucking the premise of Blood and Honey.
So the whole reason he redirected the ferry was to search for Minnie Mouse. Selena has Amber take Mateo to safety while she uses a trunk from the College of Staten Island theater department filled with costumes to dress like Minnie Mouse.
Which is weird.
Amber battles until Selena arrives. Willie knocks Mateo into the water, although he is initially distracted by her dressed as Minnie being all flirty and weird. It's so weird.
So fucking weird.
It's so fucking
like
weird.
It's a mouse getting a Minnie Mouse.
It's so weird. It's so fucking weird. She tries to hit him with a mallet, which I don't even know where she found a mallet.
What's worse is like a comical anime mallet too.
It's like a Harley Quinn mallet. And it's
exactly,
like
that, or like a chainsaw lollipop girls, like
that wouldn't be on a ferry. Maybe like a giant like wrench or something, possibly, but like a comically large mallet, no. He manages to dodge it. They fight a little bit, and he knocks her over the ferry's railing, but then has flashbacks of how Minnie disappeared into the water the same way, and helps pull her up instead of letting her fall down.
You know, so fucking weird.
While they're huffing and puffing, Willie gets all angry. Yeah, he gets all angry and he's like growling, and you think he's gonna do something, and then he pulls out a flower, and you're like, this is really fucking weird.
Oh my god.
And then Amber comes out of nowhere like, hey, stupid fucking mouse, and he's like, huh?
And just doof.
And then fucking Selena just fucking stabs him right in the head with a fucking pair of scissors, because he's the size of a pair of fucking scissors.
Yeah, like
that's just so fucking weird.
I don't get it. I don't get that. None of you couldn't kick this fucking little mouse.
Willie falls into the water, disappearing. Later on, it's morning now. You see Mateo floating on a trash can,
garbage can,
Titanic style.
All kind of like Easter eggs of
yeah. You have Aladdin's lamp,
teacup,
Mrs. Potts and Chip, the candelabra from Beauty and the Beast, and I think a couple of other things.
It was cool. I thought that was cool.
It's like, oh, that's adorable. I don't know why. Maybe those came from the costume department trunk.
Oh yeah, you're right. But it is still good homage. Homage, or whatever the fuck you say that.
The rescue boat throws a life preserver into the water to pull Mateo out, reuniting him with his borough president father.
Because mom's dead.
He also informs Selena and Amber that they're currently the only known survivors of Willie's killing spree aboard the ferry.
Yeah, which is odd.
Amber asks Selena if she's still going to catch that flight out of New York, and she says she doesn't know. Amber convinces Selena that her experience has hardened her as a New Yorker.
Oh my God.
So Selena decides to remain in the city to pursue her dream of becoming a fashion designer. Which that still doesn't make any fucking sense, because you didn't go to school for it, you didn't do anything for it, you just doodle in your book, and then occasionally makes like, you don't need to be.
You need to go to school for it if you're going to be trying to get it.
Meanwhile, Willie is seen aboard a trash barge, still with scissors in his head, when he starts making weird kissy faces, and you realize that he has been reunited with his lost love Minnie. Possibly, because with the knife in his head, that could just be like his own fucking like brain fucking with him, and Minnie's not actually there.
Oh God,
so
okay.
Right? So it's like, you don't know, because it's like Minnie Mouse might not be in public domain yet. I know.
You know what? Yeah.
I think they're pushing for like Goofy, but I don't know when Goofy would be in public domain.
Fucking awesome.
In a mid-credit scene, we get Pete is overheard on the radio calling for help, saying that he's still alive down there, when his brother in real life and in the movie, radio operator Mike, hears his calls and says, "Don't worry, bro, I'm coming for you." And that is the end of Screamboat.
It's a fun movie.
Anthony, what are your final thoughts?
I think they took a movie with a comical appeal and a nostalgia for Walt Disney and stuff that we all grew up on. I made it into a little fun take on what would happen if, like, you know, Minnie dies or gets taken from him and the fucking mouse goes nuts. Apparently he comes to Staten Island and starts killing people. You know?
Yeah.
But I mean, honestly, it wasn't one of the movies where I was sitting around going, you know, I really just want this to end. And this time me and him, we watched it together, and it was through and through an entertaining movie.
Like I said, ever since the first time I saw this in theaters, there's the nostalgia aspect of it that, like, I do occasionally miss home. While I love the semi-cheaper living standards living in Texas, I do miss all the amenities of New York.
Everything, like, at your fingertips, literally.
It's like I miss the ferry. I miss being able to, even if you didn't have a car, you could take the bus to the ferry or the train to the ferry. Take the ferry over to Manhattan, and then from Manhattan you have access to all the other boroughs.
Everything. And then if you go to fucking, the World Trade or Penn Station or whatever, you go there, you have every line in the world goes to that one spot. So you can go anywhere. You can go to fucking Jersey.
Meanwhile, if I want to go to Dallas, it's a 3.5 hour drive.
Dude, everything's like fucking...
And then a 3.5 hour drive back.
So far.
If I want to fly anywhere, being in Austin with the Austin International Airport, there are only 2 flights to Canada. One goes to Montreal, which nobody wants to go to Montreal. And I think the other one is like Vancouver.
Oh, okay.
And that's it. Everything else is Mexico. They consider themselves an international airport because they fly like 30 minutes south to Mexico.
Oh, God.
That's ridiculous. In New York, I hopped on, I think it was called Megabus. I'm pretty sure it's still called Megabus. I'm not completely sure, but it was like $12. Me and the wife, then girlfriend, were just like, "You want to go to Canada this weekend?" She was like, "All right." And we hopped on a Megabus, $12 a piece, and it took us to Toronto. I'm pretty. Look it up. Look up Megabus.
No, I mean, I don't think you're going to get that for $12.
No, I think it's still super cheap. Like, that's the whole point of it.
Oh, good.
Find tickets.
What are you looking it up?
So, for one traveler from the Port Authority bus terminal in Manhattan to New York Trailways, I guess bus terminal, I don't know what that is, in Toronto, Ontario.
Okay.
I just picked Monday, January 26th, the departure date.
Okay.
Like to leave, and then you get back, I think the end of the week, like the 29th or 30th, one of those, I don't remember. Round trip. Okay. It's an 11-hour, 10-minute bus ride. You just chill on the bus until you get to the border, and then you get off. You have to show your passport and stuff like that.
Yeah.
Get on the bus at 8 p.m. at Port Authority bus terminal. Get off the bus in Canada at 7 a.m. 7:10 in the morning the next day. $70.
Dude, that's actually really good.
Yeah. That's round trip.
See, if you just sell all of your belongings, you can just try to leave for $70 or cheaper.
And it's like we did shit like that all the time. We would just pick things and be like, okay, let's go. They don't have anything like that here. You're so fucking landlocked around like all this fucking dead shit.
And they don't believe in public transportation.
Yeah. It's like, oh, but there's so much stuff here. So much what stuff? Austin doesn't even have a professional sports team. They have a shitty soccer club.
No, they have the Stars.
That's basically the minor leagues.
Yeah.
The Texas
they don't
Stars.
have a major league anything.
They don't have
They
a
don't have the major league
you have to go to Houston, Dallas,
It's the
or
Dallas
San
Stars,
Antonio.
Yeah, it's the Dallas Stars.
So Dallas Stars, Dallas Cowboys, Dallas Mavericks,
The Houston Texans.
Houston
the
Texans,
Titans.
San Antonio Spurs. It's like all that. And it's like, oh, but you have the Texas Longhorns. That's college. That's college gym class.
Though. It's not a pro.
It's gym class. It's a fucking gym credit. What are we talking about? Like, no, that's not the fucking same. They have no good movie theaters. Like, yeah, the Alamo Drafthouse is fine, but that's like a chain, and it's like everything is kind of the same.
Brew House?
Flick's Brew House is kind of the same way. It's still a chain,
it's like
but it's like if you want to go to like a good IMAX theater, you go to like Lincoln Square.
Oh yes,
movie theater there, and it's fucking gorgeous. It's like you're walking into a football stadium to go see. That's where we saw. That's where we saw The Dark Knight. That is an IMAX screen. When I go to see a movie in IMAX, like that's what I want to see, and like you don't get that here. So whenever I watch anything from that takes place in New York, like I love watching Elementary.
Oh, okay.
The Sherlock Holmes show with Johnny Lee Miller. Like I fucking love a brownstone. I fucking love it. They're fucking gorgeous.
Wanted one as a kid, growing up in New York. Oh man, a brownstone.
They're so expensive, and it's like even if you wanted to if you wanted to buy one, it's like you can get one really cheap for like $1 million,
like $3 million.
But you have to completely gut the thing and spend another like $6 million just to fix it. But yeah, watching all that stuff, it's like I get really nostalgic for it. And then this is like the first time I've actually seen like a full thing with the Staten Island Ferry. And like I said, that's something that like since I was like 10, 11 years old, I was taking all the goddamn time by myself, not even with a parent. Yeah. Like I
got to do it alone. Because everyone did it as a kid. Telling
my son stories of my childhood.
They don't understand or relate. Dude, they are not related at all. They they're like, oh, how did you live?
Where was your mom? It's like, I don't know.
Why?
Work?
You don't need it. Yeah.
Work, I guess. I don't know. I had shit to do. She had shit to do. And we met up for dinner. Like that's how it was.
It got done. Yeah, that's someone needed to do it. And I tell them all the time. You know what we were told as kids? It's like, what? We had you to do the chores. Now it's your job now. Yeah. You know what I mean? Like we were doing fucking grown shit.
Taking the ferry into Manhattan just to go to Chinatown to check out what new like DBZ
leg stuff
episodes they have everything on like DVD and stuff. It's like it's just it brings back the nostalgia glasses, and so I know that like kind of sways things a little bit. You'll have the people like the critics that are talking about how like, oh, this is like a 20%, a 50% on Rotten Tomato from the critics, and it's like, again, at the same time, not everything has to be Shawshank Redemption. This isn't supposed to be like a serious thing. It's a cartoon from like what, the 20s or something like that?
Yeah, I think so. I think it was.
That is now in a movie that is killing people. It's a 2-foot tall rat walking on its back legs with superhuman strength, killing people on the Staten Island Ferry.
Giant
what were you expecting it to be? They went in and they did exactly what they wanted to do. Make a fun, goofy comedy horror movie.
Martin whatever the fuck his name.
Yeah, Martin Scorsese. Yeah.
It's not, you know what I mean?
Are you expecting every performance to be a Daniel Day-Lewis performance? Like, no, that's not what this movie is.
I'm not looking at a fucking Golden Globe here or whatever the fuck.
Yeah, like... So it's like it's weird for me where it's like, yeah, there's like the nostalgia of like, oh, it's New York, it's home, I remember all these things, but it's also the part that like I remember that this is supposed to be just like a fun, goofy movie.
Yeah,
it's not taking itself serious. It's making fun of things. Yeah. So it's like
it's meant to play into your people's horror.
It's like
itch, I guess.
Essentially, Mickey Mouse drove a forklift into like two skanks' mouths.
Two chicks, mouths like, while they're doing fucking anime chick. Like,
I don't even know how to pronounce the Ahigo face or something like that. It's weird.
I don't know it. I don't want to.
It's so fucking weird. But yeah, and I'm pretty sure they were talking about like doing stuff for OnlyFans because they were like, and then you have to show feed.
Yeah,
and stuff.
something
And it's
like
it's
that.
like
I was like,
all
what the
weird.
fuck?
It's like they're being dumb and stuff. So like they're making fun of that stuff. Like
on the ferry.
Like you said, like people aren't gonna get electrocuted like that. The fucking the fire hose shrunk from like a normal human size to like the size of 2 foot rat.
I was like, that's not proportionate at all.
None of this shit is serious. So why, like, there's no reason to take it serious. Like for me, this is a 4 out of 5 film. It's a fun film.
Oh, I like this film. It was fun.
I wouldn't say
it's not that bad enough. Besides the one nudity scene, it's really not that bad for my kid. Like he could watch this and actually kind of be like, oh, okay, it's funny. It's a funny horror.
And it's like even like the nudity scene, it's so quick.
It wasn't. I just don't like the suggestiveness of it.
Yeah, it's like it's whatever. But yeah, it's like, yes, I'd give it a 4 out of 5 because it's fun, it's enjoyable. I've watched it multiple times. We'll watch it in theaters, watched it at home. You said the first time you watched this, you watched it with while like basically second monitor content, like you were building.
Dude, I was building a Gundam, thinking like, oh, you know, it's not like that serious of a thing. Like I could just watch it and do it and keep up. And I don't think I watched any of the fucking movie. The problem was I was building a robot, so I was like, you know, I was building Gundam, and I was like, dude, oh, okay. And watching this one, I'm like, wow, this is actually a really fucking fun movie when I'm not distracted.
So yeah, it's like, even though it's a 4 out of 5, it's like, what would you rank Texas Chainsaw Massacre?
Oh, are we? Well, okay, well, which one? Which one? What year? And am I ranking it as in like mine or yours, or just as a movie? As a movie?
Yeah, like how would you? Especially now with how like I've kind of broken you now with like spotting all this stuff and be like, oh, like, god damn it.
Yeah, dude, like they tried their best at it. They did what they could back in the day with that. I mean, they did, but there was too many points where like, this is just fucking gratuitously stupid. The wheelchair thing, like there's some of these things that don't add up here, and they kept remaking it too. That's why I asked that. I was like, you know, that other one they just made with the one in the field and shit, I was like, you know, they modernize it and it works, but it's an okay fucking thing. There's better Ed Gein fucking stories. I just love the dude with the chainsaw. I love fucking Leatherface. It's not like it's a fucking amazing movie. It's not like it's the same thing as people making Halloween out to be like, oh my god, I don't like that movie. I don't like that franchise. It's fucking boring to me. There's nothing scary to me in that. So that's what a lot of people think of Texas Chainsaw.
Yeah.
For me, it's like a 4 for me because I love Texas Chainsaw.
Yeah.
It's not actually good.
So it's like the way you love Texas Chainsaw and how but like how you would rate like Texas Chainsaw a 4 out of 5 and everything.
Yeah, for me,
it's like where would you put Screamboat?
Oh, they'd still be 4. It'd be a 4 because everything works within it.
But then it's like, while you're holding both Screamboat and Texas Chainsaw Massacre, where I would put Screamboat above Texas Chainsaw Massacre because I absolutely fucking hate that movie, you would probably put Texas Chainsaw higher.
A little higher, not like that much
right
higher.
It's like there's still 4s. It's like,
yeah, it's
essentially they're serving the purpose of what the filmmaker wanted.
Yeah, isn't that what it's supposed to be? Aren't you supposed to, you know what I mean? Make a movie that you're looking to entice the audience it's made for.
Because it's like, at the same time, you could absolutely make the type of film that you were 100% trying to make. This is the type of film I'm trying to make, and it still be dog shit. It's like, this is a 1 out of 5. Yeah,
literally watched billions of them.
Return to Blood Fart Lake.
I'd use that as an example all the fucking time.
I am 100% sure that is the film that they and Bunny Man. I'm 100% sure that's the type of movie they wanted to make. That they were making it, they were like, yes, this is what I want to make, and it's dog shit. It is awful. And it's like, when it comes to this,
what they were doing.
They wanted to make this specific type of movie, and they succeeded. The acting was good. It was hammy in the parts that it needed.
They weren't bad.
Yeah, like
if you
all the
think
girls,
that their acting was bad because how they're acting like no, that's what my high school sounded like.
Oh, dude,
I lived outside of New York. That's how they sound and talk.
The second Tommy took over as captain,
Another fucking name.
You immediately were like, oh, this is just like every one of the Italian guys in my school. The second they get a little bit of power, it's like on a fucking power trip.
Yeah, no, because that's what it sounded
like. Every single
fucking
time.
Dicks in high school.
It's like I was just surprised that we didn't get a like. Do you know who my father is? Do you know who my parents are?
My father's gonna hear about this. He's gonna call
I'm surprised we didn't get one of those. But no, that's what it's like. Yeah, no, this film is fun. It's a fun film. The creature effect on David Howard Thornton as Steamboat Willie or Screamboat Willie. I see it different in different places. In some places I see it as Steamboat Willie. In other places I see it as Screamboat Willie. I don't know which one it is.
That's the actual name. I think it's Scream.
Yeah, I'm just gonna go. The creature effects they did on him as Willie were really cool. The kind of digs at the Disney princesses were fucking hilarious. Like you can clearly tell one of them is supposed to be Jasmine.
They're strangle these little princesses, you little sons of bitches,
When the Little Mermaid one is all like when Pete, who is supposed to be Pete the cat from Goofy, he was also, I think, the one, like he was in the cartoon with them. I think he was like on the boat as well, if I remember correctly. I'm not completely sure.
I think it was only him, Goofy, and who you're talking about now.
Yeah, I think the only people I fully remember on it, I think, were Pete and Willie. That's all I fully remember.
Dude, it's fucking old.
It's so fucking old. When he was like telling them like, oh, the best place where like all the people go for the best views is the top deck, blah blah blah, and everything. And then the Little Mermaid is just like, I want to go where the people are. Like that's a line from the Little Mermaid. It's like throwing in those little things, having Aurora, Sleeping Beauty, always yawning because she's Sleeping Beauty. Culture. Like it's funny. It's funny. It's good.
It's kitsch.
It's
niche, kitsch, whatever the fuck.
Yeah, it's whatever. But no, it's like 4 out of 5. Go watch this film. It's available on tons of stuff. I don't know if it's free anywhere.
I think Tubi might have it free.
I really want. I want a Screamboat Willie like thing. I want a figure. I want one. I want one for somewhere.
Art has a good chunk of it out there.
But you gotta remember,
collecting.
You gotta remember though, Art didn't really pop off until Terrifier 2.
Yeah, that's true.
So
it didn't have as big of a thing until the end of Terrifier 2, and we're coming up on
because you figure there was a short film, and then it was like All Hallows Eve, which did nothing, and then Terrifier 1. And it was kind of like, all right, people heard about it and stuff. And then it was like
Terrifier 2. I'm telling you, it's the Clown Cafe and the fucking hot chick.
But like, I hope they make a sequel to this. Like, I would like to see a sequel. I'm sure most likely they'd be waiting for like more Disney characters to hit public domain before they do it. But yeah, 4 out of 5. Go see this movie. It's fun.
Throw that shit on, have a fucking pizza, smoke some fucking doobies.
What is the next thing? Next episode we're covering Bambi.
Oh,
Bambi the Reckoning.
Jesus, the Reckoning. Oh, Jesus Christ.
Fun
we're gonna have to watch
that
again.
Fun is definitely a word, but that is it for this episode of the Spooky Horror Show podcast.
But that's all, folks.
Remember to follow us on all social media platforms.
All of them.
I have more shorts going up. I started posting more of them on TikTok and stuff. I keep forgetting to go there.
Fucking TikTok.
But yeah, we will see you next time. Go watch some horror movies. Bye.
Laters.